I'm live, but nobody's here yet. Whoa. Trippy. Very trippy. Okay, what else can we do here? Oh, that's scary. I really need to brush my teeth. Hunt. Good Lord. What up to people? It's a lazy Sunday with Big No-No. A very lazy Sunday with Big No-No. Stop, normal. Go away. Go away. There we go. So what are you guys doing on your lazy Sunday? 13 people. Hey, can't see any of the comments. Hey, there we go. What's up, Thomas? What's up, Pradeep? What up, Rob? What's up, the CP Merrill? What's up, Cody? What's up, Zane? What's up, Claire? What's up, Elsa? What's up, MG Union? What's good, Diva Glam XO? Cameron, what up? What up, boys? What's up, Kyle? Thomas is on isocitalopram 10 mgs. How's that working for you, boss? Stylist Sisters. What's going on? Matt the Trapper. Sorry, I'm probably like way too close to the camera for comfort, eh? Eh? How's life been? The Beard King asks, how's life? It's been a weird week, you guys. It's been a really weird week. Life's okay, but I've been reflecting a lot on the way I've been living my life and my mortality, and things have just been different since I left the hospital. I was hospitalized for like 6 days, my first time ever being like hospitalized, and shit threw me off, and it's made me hypersensitive and aware of like my body, and it's made me kind of fearful for my life and scared to go back to the hospital. So like this last week I had like pain in my lower left abdomen and pretty sharp, severe, constant pain for like a few days, and I just convinced myself I had diverticulitis. Jesus, I don't know how to say it, but basically I just spooked myself really bad, and so I've been trying to just, you know, work through that anxiety and do better. Casey Smith, what's up, Casey? Damn, look at this double chin action going on right here. That's not good. Oops. Sorry, guys. I should probably like plant this thing stationary. You guys getting motion sickness as much as I am? Chris Unigo, what's up, Chris? Rob, how you feeling, bro? Hanging in? I guess I already answered that. Can't pronounce your name, but how's it going? Get hit. Hi, what up? McIntyre. Hey, what's going on, Mac? Cody Wynn. What are you going to talk about today? I don't know. I just wanted to say hi. Distillery Wharf. Hey, man, love your video on changing your life. Thanks, dude. Kevin Gomez. What up, yo? Just chilling. Just being lazy. I'm in all gray. That's how you know I'm being lazy. Because I'm just like in a giant sweat suit. Kevin Gomez, what up, yo? Tracy Hawk. Hey, Tracy. Josh Kobeck wants to know if I'm still doing Klonopins. I did it once last week because I've just been struggling with anxiety lately. At night, I'm just really up here lately about my body. Like, I literally feel a stomach ache or a backache, and I worry about my kidneys, I worry about my pancreas, I worry about my appendix. I'm hypersensitive right now. Kyle says, yo, your videos help me so much on try, bro. Hope you're feeling better. Appreciate it, Kyle. You too. Matt, right, which makes me anxious. Yeah. Diverticulitis. I've spent the last week afraid that I had diverticulitis. Billy Duncan. That's good. Matt the Trapper. Never thought I'd be myself again, but here I am myself again. Get on my level. Unbeatable. Good. Good for you. Julie Wilkinson, hi, no, I just had my first ketamine treatment. Let me know if you'd like to know more. I would like to know more. I believe I've had one ketamine treatment, and I've heard some really cool things about it. Stylist Sisters, I love your Logan Paul video. A lot of people did not like my Logan Paul video, which is okay. I probably shouldn't have titled it that. A lot of the responses I got from that video had me questioning my own feelings on it, because I just read some really interesting things that kind of open up some perspectives. But the Beard King, keep going, man. One day at a time. Cheers. Appreciate that, boss. Tana Giver said, I'm just listening to the rain today. I'm doing okay today. No motion sickness. I'm so happy you don't have motion sickness. I imagine that's terrible. And yeah, that's me too. I mean, it's like a really rainy day here. That's the window I've been looking out. Just, yeah, just one of those days. Oh no, where'd it go? Are you able, so John Kobeck, are you able to fly on airplanes with no anxiety? No, I don't think so. I can definitely fly on airplanes, but not with no anxiety. Darren! Hello, Darren. How are you, my friend? Kyle, I'm on TRT, I'm assuming, for 3 months and just keep gaining weight. Any advice? Track your food, Kyle. Track your food and weigh in every day, assuming that the weighing in every day isn't going to make you feel self-conscious, but it'll empower you to let you know exactly what you're taking in, how what you're taking in is affecting your weight. You're in the dark. Are you okay, my friend? Yeah, I'm. It's dark, but it's not like. It's more just keeping the lights out, but there's daylight. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's been a hard week, but I'm okay. Kale Goodman, I'm in Mexico on the beach. That sounds bomb. Good for you, dude. Pradeep, what's up, Pradeep? You are so inspiring, buddy. I love your never give up attitude. Oh, I don't feel so inspiring right now, but thank you, bro. That's really kind of you. There's Samira Moss. Hi from Australia. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Hello back from Beaverton. From the very exotic Beaverton. Sipche? Kipche? Hi, Noah. I want it to ask you, have you tried emotional healing to release the suppressed emotions that cause depression and mental health issues? When you say emotional healing, I'm not entirely sure what you mean. I've certainly done lots of things for self-care and wellness, but when you say emotional healing, how do you mean exactly? Team Zero Cash, thumbs up, buddy. The CPMERR, CP Merrill. What you been watching on your lazy Sunday? I've been watching Archer today, and then my little niece was in town. My wife is taking her to the airport right now. And she likes South Park. I kind of forgot South Park was even a thing anymore, but it is, and it's still pretty funny. What are you watching today? Casey Smith, terrified. I'm 11 months off benzos, SSRI, bedridden from effects, and develop akathisia. Any advice? Oh, I don't really have any specific advice for those issues. Just standard cliche comfort advice, like love yourself, know that people care about you, reach out for support, don't believe everything you think, and just know that I'm wishing for your wellness. I really am. Kale Goodman, hey, I was going to ask, I have had DPDR for 8 months after smoking weed that was straight THC. Would it be as bad an idea as I think to try it again, but really high CBD? I certainly couldn't tell you with any confidence to smoke more weed regardless of its strain or how it's balanced or whatever, to treat something that was sparked by THC. So for the uninformed, smoking weed occasionally for some people can cause a depersonalization episode. I would say it's the most common cause, and I've had DPDR, dreamlike state, being stuck in it. It's fucking scary. So no, I guess my gut is don't smoke more to try to treat something that was caused by smoking, but do whatever you gotta do, man. Just make sure you can live with the consequences. Not to sound patronizing. Chris Higgins, I feel you, brother. Get hit. I know the feeling. I just got diagnosed with chronic pancreatitis due to my drinking. Damn. Oh, Cast is home. That's really rough. Yeah, exactly. I've been really self-conscious about my drinking as well. Hey, Casta. Do you care that I'm live streaming while I sit on the couch? No. Stop. My roommate just got home.
My legs have been...
Oh, buddy.
It's like I'm walking like a really weird person.
Yeah, it's good that you walked around, though. Get some blood flow.
I did a little bit of stretching, too, so...
So get hit. Are you willing to elaborate on how often you drink, how much you drink, when you drink? We don't know your name. It's anonymous, but as a learning experience for me and for everyone else, you guys just got diagnosed with chronic pancreatitis. I know that the pancreas can be impacted by over drinking or long term drinking. So it's something I've thought about, as I've been trying to think about my own drinking and my own habits and how it's impacting my health and my anxiety levels and stuff like that. Um, I'd love to learn, and I'm assuming someone else would too. Thank you for your honesty. LS, I'm in such a better mental space right now that I am more regularly taking care of myself. Good for you. I'm eating better. That's huge. Being more active and actually losing weight. I was obese, but now I'm down to overweight. That's really great, Elsa. It's really, really, really great. I'm happy for you. Yeah, living well, living right. It feels good. It feels good on a number of levels, and this, we all should do our best. Get hit, but believe me, you will know if you've got pancreatitis. I'm assuming because the pain is unbelievable. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm sorry. What's the treatment? What are you supposed to do? Zain Alabedin, question: do you think it's better for us DP sufferers to spend time thinking about our lives and trying to make sense of things versus trying to live more in the moment and avoid deep thinking? Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't think anything is black and white, or most things aren't, but certainly trying to live more in the moment and avoiding introspective deep thinking. I think anyone can get lost trying to make sense of their own thoughts in their own head. I think that's the power of community. That's the power of support groups. That's the power of healthcare professionals. It's just the power of getting someone else to help you process your thoughts. It's because we usually aren't so good at unpacking our own tendencies, our own feelings, our own thoughts. Or at least most of us, I would say, aren't enough to where if you're anxious and depressive, then it can lead down a pretty big rabbit hole. Because we just need answers. We need to know why we think things and do things, and it's not always that simple. So yeah, that's my take on it. Howdy, Noah. Idle time is rough. Howdy, Noah from B Stokes. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing just fine. I hope you are too. I should think highly of you. HDUG86989. When's your birthday? January 31st. It's coming up. Sean Collins. Hey, bro, are you going to start HCG? I think so. I think we'll start the early part of this year. Marcus Fourier. Hi from South Africa. You've gotten me through hell. It's 1 a.m. here, by the way. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm glad I could be any part of getting you through anything. That's big. And I've only been to South Africa once, but I can't really say I've been there. I was just in the airport for a day. Go to bed. Andre Ostrowski, no, I'm in love with you. Oh, never change. Never change, boss. You're reaching further than you even know. Maybe so. It's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Lola Hunter, any advice on how to stop avoiding life? Wow. How to stop avoiding life? Maybe don't package life as one big thing, but just pick little achievable things in life you're willing to attack or you're willing to engage in, and let life be small at first, and then build some confidence with how much of life you can handle as opposed to avoiding it all. Yeah, just do what works for your abilities right now. TM, what do you think is the most difficult to tackle, depression or anxiety? Oh, jeez. Most difficult to tackle. Well, anxiety is just crippling in a different way than depression. Depression makes you extraordinarily apathetic and not care. In my opinion, you just don't care about attacking anything. You just don't feel anything. You don't care about anything. You just feel hopeless, and it's very difficult in that way. It's very sedative in that way. But anxiety is so uncomfortable. It feels like you're kind of dying, and you can't get to a calm space, and it's hard to methodically or mindfully. Fuck, they're both terrible. Next question. They're both so bad. Tracy, I mean, I can tell you, sorry, I just said next question, but I can tell you that anxiety has been a bit more of a common thing that I've had to deal with long term. So it's lingered more, it rears its head more for me. But I don't know what's harder to tackle. Tracy Hawk, just found your videos today, and I appreciate you putting your experience out here, starting at age tomorrow. Good for you, Tracy. Keep us posted on how that's going. Take it a day at a time. Chad, John, 24, go dogs. B-Stokes, question from someone who is trying to start jogging. I walk at 3 miles an hour for a minute and big at 405 miles per hour for 1 minute. Oh, that's great. And my heart rate gets to about 180 plus during jogging. Is that okay, or should I do else? I think that's okay. I believe, based on your avatar, that heart rate's nothing to be scared of, although consult your medical healthcare professional. Don't take any formal advice from moi in that regard. But I think doing what you're doing is interval training, and I think that's a good way to start. Get your heart used to a little bit more activation, but then you can walk and try to get your breath back. Mark Evans, how would you go about working out fear of heart attack? Am 18 stone. I've had enough. What fitness plan would you do? Gym or walking first? That's a healthy fear. I think that's the other thing that I've been like feeling like, wow, I wanna believe in my heart of hearts that I'm the healthiest I can be, the strongest I can be. That way, when I indulge in stuff that's like quote unquote bad for you, when I just have fun, for lack of better words, I can feel good about it because I know that I'm taking very good care of myself. And I mostly do, but I just want to take excellent care of myself and just have that peace of mind that, like, yeah, I manage my sleep, I manage my stress, I manage my weight, I manage my diet, I manage the frequency of like alcohol intake. Like, I really do it in a very productive way that I can feel good about. And so anyway, I think healthy fear is good. Fear and pain tend to be the ultimate motivators for me. And I would say the best fitness program is just whatever one you can stick to. So if going to a commercial gym might work for you, do it. If you need community like I do, perhaps join like a CrossFit or some sort of workout thing where you can be around other people. It doesn't have to be CrossFit. That's just what I do. But walking is a great way to start. Anything routine that gets you moving is great. And I tell people all the time, there's no perfect workout plan. Some people are boxers, some people are cyclists, some people like to swim, some people like to just lift weights, some people like to only strength train, some people like CrossFit. It's like all these people would probably tell you that their thing is like the best, perhaps, or it's certainly what makes them happy. And to that effect, just figure out what makes you happy and then go do it consistently. Matthew Duke, does your significant other let you be yourself? Okay, I see. So Matthew says, does your significant other let you kind of be yourself when you're having one of your mental days? Yeah, I'd say so. I say I'm okay to suffer around my wife, and I have friends that's like I can not be doing well around them, and I don't have to hide it too much. Like anything, because we all don't want to put our stuff on other people. I think there's still instinctually parts of me that just want to buck up a bit, but not to the point where, like, I mean, if I'm not doing well, I'm okay letting them know. But if I can hold it together and I'm just like not doing great, quote unquote, then I'll try to not put it on them. I think that makes sense. My Daisy. All right. Well, before I get back to questions, I'm really excited that you guys are here. I appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed this incredible production value I'm putting on for you. But yeah, I'm really glad everyone's here, and happy Sunday. Hope you've had an okay weekend. All right, where was I? The only bad thing I'm noticing, other than the fact that this angle looks really bad on my face, is that it's tough to keep these questions in order. Okay. Matt the Trapper. As you can see, I'm doing great in my depression recovery, but I have a question on anhedonia. Lately, I've been enjoying things, but there are times I'm careless still. Any suggestions? Consistency. Absolute unthinkable consistency with your structure, your routine, your sleep, your supplements, your therapies, your spiritual connection, your self-care. I mean, the only consistency or only real thing we can do is just try to not read into baby setbacks, not to have ultra high expectations. Just keep doing the right things to the best of your ability as often as you can. James Earl Cash, playing GTA helps me forget my bad thoughts, oddly enough. No, that doesn't seem oddly enough. You bringing up GTA, I got it in my head that I was going to go track down a PlayStation 4. I was like, maybe I'll start playing some video games more often. I was very fond of video games when I was a kid. Totally have tried to get back into them a few times here and there, and I never seem to. I was like, I'm going to do it. So I got together my PS2, like 5 or 6 games, and I have an Xbox 360, and I try to figure out what it would be worth to sell my Xbox 360 at Game Trader, for example, or GameStop, and my PS2 and all these games, like $50 total for like 18 games and 2 consoles. Yeah, $50 is the value. So I was like, damn, I'm not getting a PS4 today. Micah Lenos, yo, how's your blood work going? Getting blood draw this Wednesday. I will make a video letting you guys know how everything is going. I'm really antsy to know not just how my hormonal stuff is doing, but I want to know how my liver enzymes are, because they were elevated after my bout with rhabdomyolysis. I want to know how my kidneys are doing. I just want to check on my shit. I know how my pancreas is. The CP Merrill. I just relapsed from being clean off of heroin for 3 months. Oh, I'm sorry. The cravings were gone, but have come back. Any advice on cravings and how to deal with relapse? I think it's important to forgive yourself for relapse. I think it's wonderful that you are able to reflect on this openly. I think relapse is not a requirement, but it's certainly part of addiction. And I think the most important thing is that you assess what you were doing, that what may not have been working, sort out what you were doing, what you might be able to do different, get support. Hi, Ellie. And don't try to do it by yourself. And make sure that you are loving yourself and telling yourself, I love you every day, and doing positive affirmations. Addiction's crazy. It's something that I've struggled with throughout my adult life. And, you know, just reassess and get professional help. And I'm sorry for the discomfort of relapse. I do know it. It's kind of heartbreaking. Sorry, Williams. No, I have a question. You ask away, my friend. Zain Alabadine. Also, another question. Does working out exacerbate feelings of derealization for you? How did bodybuilding affect you while you were derealized? Yeah, it definitely did to an extent. But it often felt kind of like it relieved it too. I think there's like a period at the end of some workouts, especially in CrossFit, but no matter what workout you're doing, if you work hard, where you can kind of feel extra out of it and foggy, and so it's important to make sure you're hydrating, taking electrolytes, and taking that time to cool down and de-stress after a workout, and then you'll feel clarity, more at least. But yeah, I had days when I was severe where I was like, nope, not going to be able to work out at all. I'm just too fucked up. Corey Wasser. I have multiple sclerosis and smoke weed every day. It's the only thing that helps the pain. It also helps my depression. I'm glad you found something that works for you, Corey. I mean that. B Stokes, the CP Miro, do you work out? Okay, cool. Chatting with each other. Dope. Luis, 2017. I have been fear of heart attacks, but then I got to the point where I wanted to die, so I jogged hard as fuck, and now I sign up for a boxing gym, and I'm proud of what I'm doing. Hey. Yeah, my buddy is a boxer. Going to be doing some boxing instructing. He's going to be instructing some boxing as well. He just gave a big A in the background. That you should be proud of that, Luis. You should be very proud of that. I hope you can stay consistent. Sario Williams. I have DPDR, depression and anxiety. I had my blood work checked. I have high estrogen for a male, and my vitamin D is low. Yeah, okay. Now I'm like, what did they say? So yeah, vitamin D is low for a lot of people. Consult with your physician, but find a vitamin D supplement. And if you have high estrogen, depending on, there's a lot of things you can do to control your estrogen. Getting proper exercise is one. Eating an anti-inflammatory diet, not high in processed foods, sugars, fats. Basically, get your body weight down, and it'll help your estrogen. But consult a physician, as I keep saying. And then if you're on TRT, which you haven't said, but if you are, consider lowering your dose or looking into an AI. Not that you asked. Chris Higgins, are you able to still work out? Yeah, I'm able to still work out. I've been going much slower lately, but just taking it easy since the hospital. Julia Wilkinson, as to my ketamine, good, mostly good. I felt detached from usual reality, which was sadly a good thing. Afterward, feeling a little better. We'll see if the good lasts, and then we'll do one more before continuing. That's cool. That's a fair assessment. It's a fair little bit of feedback. KMB1414. Hi, Noah. I hope you have a great year. Thank you. You as well, my friend. You as well. Hey, Danielle. Hi from Texas. Noah, how's Uber going? I haven't had to Uber in quite some time. Thanks to a lot of you incredible people supporting me on Patreon. Thanks to some YouTube consulting I've been able to do. Some mental health coaching I've been able to do. these live streams, believe it or not, can generate a little bit of money when people use the super chat function. I've been able to be independent from that for now, and it's always subject to change. I've also done some video gigs, but anyway, it's not going, but that's pretty cool. Get hit. I was drinking about 2 liters of whiskey a day for about 11 months after a long-term relationship breakup. I ended up becoming depressed with really bad anxiety, developing an alcohol dependency. Wow, so your pancreas was impacted pretty greatly in that year. I suppose that is a fair bit of whiskey. Yeah, and you know what? You went through a trauma, and a lot of people turn to that. And I certainly don't judge you for it. I hope you're getting some help, or you're finding a better balance, or you're seeing that your body keeps score. I think that's something I've been thinking about. It's like, wow, I think we forget, especially when we're like physically coasting with less than ideal behaviors and choices. I think we forget that the brain keeps score, the body can keep score, and if you don't take the ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure attitude, there's a chance that something can come up that might get your attention. And I think for me, the rhabdo was one of it. I think just having these gastrointestinal pains for the last week have been like more red flags to protect my digestion, take ownership over things that I'm doing that must be inflaming it. It's like we know things and we learn things, but oftentimes, unless you're like against the wall or pushed into a corner, it's like you're like, meh, like I'll do pretty good, but maybe not as good as I could. Crap, I have to pee. I can't take you guys in there with me. Luis 2017. LOL, same. My ex left me because of my anxiety. Sucks, dude. Get hit. I am sober now, though, and mentally starting to feel much better, even if my physical health is still not very good. P.S. I'm only 22. Dang, you got pancreatitis at 22. It's rough, dog. It's really rough. I'm happy for your sobriety now. Your body's thanking you, that's for sure. Dude, I was proud of myself just for drinking only twice this last week. So, I'm trying to get on your level. Night Lurker. Hello, I found your videos searching for others who have suffered from MDD, major depressive disorder, and your videos have given me some courage to keep on. I'm only 15, so it's complicated. I also have social general anxiety. I'm glad my videos could give you some courage to keep on. Please keep on. You've got a great long life ahead of you. Being 15 would make it complicated. That is one thing I can say. I'm not mad about this, but I've thought about it at least. I was like, damn, I don't really know how do I connect with like the younger teenage, preteen audience, because I didn't start struggling with depression until after high school, and anxiety. A bit of anxiety actually during high school. Actually, a lot of anxiety, but not the same type. Anyway, keep reaching out, young stud. Rob R. When you were feeling depressed, did you notice feeling the need to be around someone, or almost afraid you take your life? Yep. I don't even, sometimes it wasn't like I guess need is a good word. I felt some instinctual thing to stay around people. I quite often didn't want to be around anyone, but I did have that instinct to be safe, I guess. I'm gonna pee my pants if I don't go pee. Live stream pause.
Pee your pants.
Pee your pants. All right, I'm gonna. Where do I leave you for a few minutes here?
I'm a real boy.
Do you want me to leave them with you? No. It's like, do you really want to chat with all these people? All right.
I'm gonna fuck your game up.
Nah. All right, so I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. Please stay on the live stream if you're trying to kick it. I will be right back. I will leave you with a view
Just put your finger over the camera.
of my dog. I wanna be with you. Ah, dang it. Where do I put this thing? Doesn't matter. Love me. Love. I'll be right back. Is breakfast good?
It was good, yeah.
It is dark in here.
Sure is. Y'all keep it real dark.
You guys are dark.
Well,
I've had a bunch of people be like, wow, it's really dark in here. I'm like, is it? Like, wow, it really is. Ah. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, you guys, that I didn't turn on a light sooner. Now that I can see how much more visible I am. Right. If you are one of the 45 people that's still kicking it, make sure you're leaving comments so that you can participate. Okay. Where was I? By the way, if you guys want to jump your question to the front, I'd be remiss to not say that you're welcome to use the super chat function. Supports the channel, gets your comment bumped to the front. You'll always be answered right away because you're using your hard-earned money to support me. Wow, and I'm backed up. Okay. Sana Marshall, how old are you? How old do you think I am, Sana? That's creepy. I gotta stop doing that. I literally have this thing. I'm 30. I'm sorry. I'm 30 years old. I have this thing where like I FaceTime people or call people and I'm like, where are you? What are you doing? We have to stay at our weekend. What the hell? I need to use some teeth whitener. Big 292. Severe anxiety, severe depression, and non-military PTSD here. I'm so sorry, Big. Sana, are you Dr. Paul Thomas's son? I am Dr. Paul Thomas's son and his producer for the Paul Thomas MD YouTube channel. Night Lurker, I've been feeling with self-harm, mostly cutting. What would your advice be for self-harm generally, other than or including cutting? I certainly wouldn't say... Dang, that's outside of my scope. I don't really know much about self-harm. I mean, I'm not sure if this is the same thing, but when I was a kid, I definitely did a little bit to like get attention. I don't think I did it to relieve anything. I just like wanted attention. So I remember like I scratched my forearm up with like a arrowhead or something. I know it's a thing. I wish I had something more insightful to say because it's a worthy topic. And it certainly puts it on my radar that perhaps I need to dive in deeper so I can be of service. But just talk to someone and... Ellie! Oh, buddy, you trying to roll it out? Oh, man. Love me. I would say be safe and try to avoid it. Try to deal with your anxiety and your depression, your stress in other ways. Like maybe exercise. Luis, 2017. You are in risk of getting a heart attack by sitting on the couch instead of exercising, to be honest. Very, very true. Reisenberg, how do you deal with an eating disorder? Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Talk to a professional. It took me talking to my professional life coach over here. I've never had an eating disorder, and I'm assuming it manifests in a lot of similar ways at self-harm and that addiction disorders happen and what have you. But talk to a professional. I don't really have a good sense of what to do with that.
There's a reason behind it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a very legitimate reason, and you deserve to know, and knowledge is power, so inquire upon that. Sana Marshall, do you... love your fans? Well, I love you. Oh, of course I love my fans. I'll tell you one thing. I don't like the word fans because I feel like it just feels weird, but I like my YouTube audience. And if I know there is such a thing as a fan, I still don't consider myself big enough to be like, have fandom. But if you're a fan, that's really cool. It flatters me more than you could possibly know. And of course I love you guys. You guys have no idea how much you mean to me, actually. I've learned so much from you guys. It's not even funny. Patty Brady, what a big no-no. What's up, Patty? I don't know why I said Patty. I want to put you on camera so bad, but I'm not going to. Okay, so my buddy Reed and my roommate, he's rolling out right now, and he's in a fair bit of pain, so there's a foam roller. He's a CrossFit athlete, just an athletic guy in general, but he hadn't been able to make it in for a while. And his legs are tight because he just had a big workout after a long little a couple week layoff. Yeah. And so his myofascial release is kicking his ass.
Yeah, I was walking around like I had just had a... I don't even know.
A stick in your legs.
Yeah, it's been a rough morning of walking around trying not to look like a jerk.
Like weird. Ellie! Hi! Hi! Why does my voice turn into like a weird
He does with every dog. That's what I do with Bella. Yeah, I would just be like...
Multiple people saying, hi, Reed.
Yep. Oh, hi, everyone. It's nice to meet you.
You were on the live stream once, actually.
I think I was. One time ago.
I'm positive you were.
But it's nice to meet you guys. For real.
For real.
For real.
All right. All right. As nice as his hair is, let's get back to this live stream. It's great.
Too much of that in one place.
No, you are. All right, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Don't forget to like it. Reed says, don't forget to like it. So that's hilarious. Marla Robinson. Hello, Marla. You're certainly very active on the channel. I appreciate that. Do you think estrogen levels can be controlled better by splitting the testos? Yes, they absolutely can. Peaks and valleys tend to be the causation of most side effects and symptoms. Side effects, what I meant to say, when it comes to testosterone. So the more frequent you dose, naturally, the more even your steady state is going to be, the less of this there is, and the smaller chance for side effect. But also, if estrogen levels can just be controlled by anti-aromatase inhibitors and lowering your dose if possible. Consult your physician. Sean Collins, hey bro, would you be willing to talk to me in form of email? I'm going through a lot medical and would love to get your input. Sean, you can check out Patreon. Even the lowest tier of support will get you direct contact to me. And I'd say that to everybody. And I mean, no disrespect in saying so. It's just a means of supporting my family and myself. So if anyone ever wants to be able to reach me one-on-one via like messaging, you have ultimate access to me if you are able to support me even a little bit on Patreon. And that's not saying you're not worthy of my attention now. That's just the best way I can stay organized, other than responding to random messages and comments here and there, because of the relatively large nature of input I get from people. Rob R. Should I tell my girlfriend about the severe depression and anxiety I suffer from? I feel embarrassed to tell her, but I feel it might help. Yes, absolutely tell her. You don't necessarily have to. I'm not sure how long you've been together or how close you are, but I think the more vulnerable you can be in those ways, at least you can test the waters with some of the stuff you go through, see how she responds. If she loves you and cares about you, I think she'll try very hard to understand. If there's a chance that she doesn't know anything about depression and anxiety, then it could overwhelm her a little, but it's something worth trying out, I think. It'll bring you closer, and it could offer you some relief. Ditzy Cats, is it normal to want to get high, to get drunk every day like a need? I think that can be normal depending on what you're going through, depending on your addictive personalities, depending on factors. Normal is a relative term, but I've felt temptations to like want to drink often, depending on how I was feeling, or usually it's when I'm feeling good I want to do that, not when I'm feeling bad. But I think escapism is a natural part of life. I think we all just sometimes want a breather from what's going on up here. When it becomes habitual that you're doing that, that's when I think we could get into trouble, though. B. Stokes, I love how you take the time to personally answer all the questions. Keep it up. I would also like to see you pick a topic and focus the live stream around whatever topic you or your followers choose. That's interesting. I've never even considered doing that. You think that's a good idea? I like that idea. That is a good idea. Oh, so okay. So like literally this live stream will be a set topic. Please give your input on this topic and we'll keep the conversation going. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm going to try that for sure, actually. Rob R., thank you for that. Rob R., did you have a fear of leaving the house at all from long ago when you were in depression? Yeah, when I was really depressed, I couldn't, and really depersonalized, I had this thing where if I was overstimulated, just if there was too much input anywhere, I would get horribly agitated and feel terrible. And so I was afraid to go in stores or big spaces and large groups. And I had to be around people and situations and familiar settings to feel okay. So yeah, I think, what is that, agoraphobia? I think that was pretty normal for me. Casey Smith, have you ever heard of mental akathisia? Do you think it's treatable? I haven't heard of that. I always feel bad when someone like leaves a question. What time is it right now, Casta?
It is 3:45.
Okay, so we're 18 minutes behind the live stream. So people are waiting about 18 minutes to get their questions answered. I'll try to go a little faster. I hate having people wait and then their question comes up. I just don't know much about it. Please continue to research that. B. Stokes did see that is normal for an addict, active or sober addict. It is a clue for both mental health and other issues. Find a support group or network. Be honest with safe people. Be honest. What up, big ho-ho? I mean, no. Old Bear 92, what up? JJ Dub 332. Smoking is a great cure, lol. I mean, we all do what we gotta do. The CP Merrill B Stokes. Okay, you guys are communicating with each other. I've been going to NA, but I haven't really worked the program. I have social anxiety, so it's hard to find a sponsor and reach out. One thing I will say, and I've heard this from a number of people in the program, 12-step programs, is some people find NA to be a bit more triggering if they happen to struggle with heroin, opiates. I guess heroin is an opiate, meth, you name it, just something that's not alcohol. And part of the culture change over the last 20 years is that now Alcoholics Anonymous usually houses most the opiate addicts and most the other things under the umbrella of AA, and it's no longer frowned upon to like go to AA even if drinking wasn't really your thing. But sometimes just the fact that there's so.
I did AA when I was going through narcotics.
Did you?
Yeah.
And I know I've met a lot of narcotic people that just prefer the AA environment because it's a little less.
It just felt more comfortable.
Yeah, it's just a little less triggering, and it's just a thing. Yeah, so something to look into. Because obviously I know people that love NA and they want to be just around other opiate addicts and other narcotic addicts and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, look into that. Rob R. I remember once you said something about the fear of staying alive. How did you keep that? Once you said something about the fear of staying alive. How did you keep that? By keeping it alive. Oh, how to keep the fear of staying. I think I know what you're trying to say, Rob. I think I know what you're trying to say. Hi, Ellie. Kisses? Thank you. I don't know. I held on to the things that were dear to me. I don't know. It's you know, this is fucked. I wish I could give you a better answer, but sometimes I don't even, other than like the logical things, that kind of blows my mind that any of us just keep going through certain things. It just, the human resiliency is amazing. That's why I think it's important not to rely on like your desires or your inspirations or your motivations, but rather to lean very heavily on your structure and your foundational stuff that you just kind of do the motions and you work through, keep you headed the right direction when you could give a fuck less which direction you're going anyway. Zane Alavadane, thank you so much, Noah, for taking the time to answer our questions. This was so cool. Hey, no, this is so cool for me. Oh, I gotta pay. Oh, sorry. You're very welcome, and I'm flattered, and I'm so glad you could be here. It looks like I have a super chat, and I missed it. I hope it hasn't been sitting here long. Michael Patrick Vlogs super chatted $7. So he did a 2 and a 5. Thank you, Michael, very much for that. That was very kind of you. I don't see a question, but I'm gonna now hunt for a question, Michael, in case you left one somewhere and I just missed it. Let's see, Michael. There we go. Shout out my YouTubes. It's Michael Patrick Vlogs. I want to get over 1,000 subs. Hey, fair enough. Everyone, go check out Michael Patrick's vlogs. I have not seen them, so I cannot personally speak to them. But I respect the business savvy to put a donation to a bigger channel to get a shout out. So I'm not backing the channel yet. I need to go take a peek at it. I hope it's good. And I certainly will give you a shout out. You paid for it, so that's cool. Let me go make sure there's nothing else I'm missing from Michael Vlogs. Okay.
Oh, Mama. No.
Hey, Mama.
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Where we at, though? By the way, guys, what you just witnessed right there is a super chat. It's a way to get your question immediately answered and skip like the 18 to 20 minute delay. Anthony, love you, Noah. You've helped me so much. I appreciate that. I love you too, man. Oh! What do you want? What do you want? Why do you have to lick my lips in particular? Can't you just kiss my hand?
Well,
she's like, Dad, I do that anyway.
Yeah, these lips are made for walking.
These lips are made for walking. And love me. I want to be with you. Hey. I want to be... Uh-oh. And love me. Ooh. Where are we? Sorry, guys. One of my issues is that, like, with the live stream on my phone is that, the comments just, like, they zap to the front. Love me. Right. Jim Bobalo. I know it's not quite heroin, but I went through a morphine addiction. That's hardcore stuff. Excuse me, I can't give names, but I know people that have gone through legitimate morphine and oxy addictions. I found magnesium really helped during withdrawal. I know a lot of people say it's bad, but kratom will help all the best. Yeah, I certainly can't speak to kratom. I think it sounds risky, but magnesium, I know about that, proven, pretty cool. Ditzy, I've had many days where, oh, I know, you were calling someone, oh, you were, okay, I see what you're doing, V-Stokes. I've had many days where I was, oh, God, I can't read. Days where I have had a constant, quote-unquote, need to use something, but I had been sober since September. It is hard sometimes, but I know it is better in the long run. That's awesome. Jake Williams, just relapsed with DP after being 5 years free. Any advice? Go fall back right into all the things you did to get out. I would hold on to the fact that you've overcome this before and just use that as validation and proof that you've gotten there before. You'll get there again. Nurture yourself. I accept my sincerest, what's the word? Condolences that you're going through something you overcame that was very scary. Now you have to deal with it again. I know all about that. I think anyone who's dealt with mental health stuff knows about sudden setbacks. Just get busy, move forward. Jimbolbalo. And Noah, why did you start doing CrossFit and quit doing bodybuilding? You were getting jacked. I just got bored. That's all. I was finding it harder and harder to be consistent with bodybuilding because of this. I just got bored. I wanted to try something new, and then I started CrossFit because I had some people doing it that I knew, and it was so challenging and so different. I just found it to be very interesting and entertaining, and I love the community. It just made me feel so good to work out with friends, big, giant community of class of friends. So it's just what works for me. And I low-key still think I'm jacked. B Stokes, the CP Merrill, have you tried The Rooms? It's an online AA and NA support website. You can use the online meeting with or without the webcam. It may help with anxiety. That's really... What's it called? It's called The Rooms. It's an online AA and NA support website. Nice. You can actually, on a webcam, just sit in a meeting.
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
I might actually look into that.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I love... It plays to like the way our culture is going. It's instead of trying to fight it, it's just like, maybe this will get someone who wouldn't drive to a meeting to go to one. That's cool. I like that quite a bit.
In your own space.
Exactly.
Log off if you feel threatened.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool. Mayak, right now, insomnia is hitting me really bad. I really want to kill myself. I don't want you to kill yourself. I imagine you have friends, family, parents, sisters, brothers, kids, loved ones. Others don't want you to kill yourself. Just remember there's a difference between wanting and doing. I remember when I was suicidal, I thought about it so much. And just the thought is very uncomfortable. Yeah, you'll need to address that insomnia. I think one of the most aggravating things that can happen for people with mental health stuff is sleep deprivation. I think when we can't get sleep, it amplifies everything we're going through. Everything. So take that very seriously and get rest. No matter what it takes. There's a book and also an audible, what do you call it? What do you call it, an audiobook? Anyway, Sean Stevenson wrote a book called Sleep Smarter. I want you to look into it. His name is Sean Stevenson. He runs the Model Health Show as a podcast. He knows everything there is to know about sleep. Make sure you're not accidentally sabotaging yourself, unbeknownst to yourself. I'm really sorry. B-Man. Hey, no, what's going on, B-Man? B-man. The CP Merrill. B Stokes, I haven't. I'll check it out. Cool. Joy Wash. Dude, why do you do these when I'm headed to bed? Just to drive you crazy, Joy. Just to drive you crazy. That being said, I want you to go to sleep, Joy. Manny123, trying to get clean from drinking. I'm rooting for you, man. No pun intended. Yeah, rooting for you. And just know that you can go get support and help. Chuck Norris. There's so many Chuck Norrises on YouTube. Chuck Norris says, if animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Cats.
That's perfect.
Cats.
Hold on. I'll let my buddy Casta answer.
I think we all know it's cats.
Right? They're thinking some passive-aggressive shit.
All the time.
Yeah.
They've got no time for us.
They don't have any time for us.
No time.
I love that, sir. It's just too perfect. It makes too much sense. Cats. I'm with it. It's just... I was about to say crow.
Ooh, I thought crow too.
Did you really?
That was my first thought.
Because like anytime you see a crow, it's like ah.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't feel like they're trying to talk to you rather than talk at you.
Yeah. Like the worst kind of friend.
The worst kind of friend. Ashley Rhodes, I've been suffering from depression for years, not knowing what is wrong with me. Just starting to get it under control. Any advice for someone just starting on the journey? Yeah, empower yourself with information. When you're just on the journey of identifying and activating these new parts of your life, your depression, your anxiety, what to do, it's really important to learn. You're in a space that you need to learn, because with that information, you can start making like reasonable changes. I think it's important if you have the ability to get some professional oversight. I'm not talking about getting on meds necessarily or anything like that, but I just think having someone who can kind of be your coach is really important. Get social support, physical support, lots of self-care, spiritual support. See if you can be of support to others. I know it's a lot to throw at you. Check out my YouTube channel. I'm not like exclusively doing mental health stuff, but I've got a few ideas. So feel free to scour through my videos, see if something might help direct you, but also look at Douglas Block and look at Katie Morton on YouTube. I think they're both really great. Manny123, did you ever feel like you were going to have a heart attack from anxiety? Yes. I mean, I felt like it. I think I quickly understood that that was not, in fact, going to be what was going to happen. People don't die from anxiety attacks. It just feels like it. But yeah, I've had my heart rate get going so fast that I started to lose my vision, or at least vision as we might normally consider it. Vapehead, sup, Noah, what's going on? B Stokes, LOL, he wants to chat with us. Yeah. Claire, cute dog, okay, cute doggy. Oh, this must be when I was, oh, I should have put you in the window. Okay, I'm just catching up to when I was going pee. Looks like I'm now 22 minutes behind. Rob R, do you do private chats or anything like that? Video chats, how does that work? Check out my Patreon, see if something might work for you. That's where I do have an option for that, but it's relatively expensive, though, just to be honest. B Stokes, I mean, I think I'm worth my own time, but yeah. B Stokes, here, puppy. Claire, LOL, Joy Wash, hope you washed your hands. I did wash my hands, Claire. Actually, I didn't wash my hands.
Oh,
I know. I just don't want to lie.
I know.
I have no reason to lie. I won't be like, actually, have I like, my bad. I did take a tinkle and didn't wash my hands. I'm a heathen. Jim Below goes, this is weird. CP Merrill, funny thing is the delay, so he will read these later. Yep. Vapehead, did you wash your hands? No. Rob, he has a Patreon, I sure do. Mark C, hey Noah, what's up? Good to see you on a live stream again. Again, keep up the good fight. Thanks for helping me and committed viewers with your videos. And thank you back for helping me, and you're very welcome. Michael Patrick Vlog, shout out my YouTube channel, which I did. I hope you get to that 1,000 subscribers. It took me a long time to get to my first 1,000. And now that I'm just a mega world superstar, it's like, I look back on the early days when I wasn't famous and riddled with money and lavish things. Yeah. Good times. Noah, today's... Oh, Manny123, did you ever feel like you were going to have a... Oh, sorry, I did that. Ditsy Cats, Noah, today is our 1-year anniversary. You definitely helped me. Hey, happy 1-year anniversary. I love anniversaries, for whatever they are, or for whatever you're celebrating. Congrats. The CP, Miro, I gotta head out. Love the energy, though. Have a nice rest of your lazy Sunday. Thank you. I really enjoyed you being here as well, and please be good to yourself. Vapehead, we are patients. Vapehead, not fans. Yeah, right. I am not your doctor. That's funny. I'm just your YouTube buddy. B Stokes, hi Reed. Oh yeah, I already told you that they were saying hi. Night Lurker, I stopped public school in the last semester of 9th grade, and now I'm doing online school in 10th grade. Okay, and most likely will continue until graduation. I'm usually stuck at my home. Protective parents. I can't tell, Night Lurker, if you're saying this in like an empowered way, if you're saying this in like a stressed out way. I think there are pros and cons. I imagine the social part of your life could be lacking, and that can be hard in today's world to not have social connection. That being said, kids are dicks, so high school can be hard in that way. But it's so true.
It is very true.
Kids are mean.
They're getting meaner.
Are they getting meaner?
I mean...
Or just different?
So, I was homeschooled.
Wait! Pause, guys. You were homeschooled?
Yeah, I was homeschooled until sophomore year of high school, actually. And I did internet school for my freshman year of high school.
What?
And I definitely agree with Noah. There's some positives and there's some negatives to it.
It's probably why you're so goddamn polite.
I am really polite.
Homeschool kids tend to be more polite, and that's a real thing.
I'm really fucking polite. but I think if it's something that you're stressed out about or that you're worried about going into, make sure you can find some sort of community group, whether it's through a church or an after-school program or some sort of homeschooling group or function, or even just video game communities online if you're into that. But I agree. I think that the social aspect is something that is not to be missed and that you just have to work a little harder at when you don't go to a public school. So good luck.
Holy crap, that was well said. Reed there, all jokes aside, well, that wasn't a joke what I just said, but Reed is one of those people that I turn to, that I can lean on for reflection and for reasonable, fair insight that I know will be in my best interest. He's a very smart guy.
Thank you, Noah.
Shut up, Reed.
My name is Cass.
Thank you, but my name is Caston. You're welcome, Bo. I love you. B Stokes, nice to meet you too. Joey Walsh, I hate foam rolling, but we're still there. Oh, yeah. Having it down the center of my spine, going side to side, so nice. Yes. It sure is. Alien, it's difficult for me to concentrate on anything. Oh, I hear you. Vapad, yeah, it takes the pain away. B Stokes, sing us a song you pick. I can't.
No. That's
maybe I should. No, I don't think I should. How about I'll just sing the very beginning of a part of a song that I heard in a movie last night. What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? Do they dream of mauling zebras or Halle Berry in a Catwoman suit? Hashtag the hangover. Mark C. Anytime someone says something like, sing for us, I'm like, okay. I always feel like they're like, I'm a puppet. Yeah. And
you got it, guys.
Perform. Yes, I will perform.
Yes, sir.
Anything I can do to make you guys happy. Oh my God, I thought you made that voice. I was like, how did you just do that? Guys, we're coming up on an hour, so I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking like 10, 15 more minutes or something. Because I'm getting a little bit tired. Not that you guys are exhausting, but. Okay, Mark C. No, I've been fixating on women wearing shiny clothes from time to time. I like it visually since as far back as I can remember. I think it falls under the obsessive thoughts that I have for it. I mean, it seems like, unless like it's hurting your head.
Ellie's helping me stretch.
Yeah, she is. I think, oh, that's a good use of that. I hate obsessive thoughts, period. I don't care what they are, but if I were to have a less intrusive, I got 10% battery left anyway, guys. If I were to have less intrusive obsessive thoughts, I feel like those would be them. But if you were asking advice, you didn't. I would just say that you can't control your thoughts, so don't really take them personal. Ditzy Cats, thanks, B, for the advice. Love you. Love you, too. Or maybe that's not for me. That's for me. Liz Carter, hey, no, I always turn to your videos at my darkest and lowest times. I don't know if you'll ever know how amazing and strong you are, but you've helped me so much, so I'm incredibly grateful. I probably would say the same to you, Liz. I hope you know how strong and brave you are. And I appreciate the kind words. I'll never not feel warm to read stuff like that. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. Athena Porter, I cry and hyperventilate. I can't escape my mind at the moment. I want to run out of my own thoughts. What do you suggest? So I'm very passionate about the topic of obsession and rumination. I think it's just such a universal, crippling thing. I've said this before in other videos. I've said it hundreds of times, but we can't control our thoughts. And it's a very powerful truth that if you can internalize, it can offer you some relief. It can't stop things per se, but it can offer you some solace that by fully accepting that you have literally no control over what you think. You have control over what you do. You can influence thoughts with actions and routines and habits, but you can't control what you're thinking. And so the key is to not try to control what you're thinking, but just to accept that they're out of your control. They have nothing to do with you. And then adjust your lifestyle around mental wellness, things that are going to calm you. There's this awesome video I saw on YouTube called Put the Hammer Down. And something I say to myself a lot is put your hammers down. A hammer is anything in our lives that we are doing that is perpetuating suffering. So it doesn't matter sometimes how hard we try to live well and do right and feel good, and how many different things we do that we know are powerful for us. If we have a hammer and we're striking ourselves with that, it can overpower all the other good. So identify hammers, get support, work on mindfulness. Epsom salt baths are great. Just breathe. Mark C. I know this sounds funny, but do you have any advice for it? I'm assuming. Oh, okay. I think I already did advise you. Oh, Yulia loves the dog. Ellie and Daisy, you guys have fans. B Stokes, Liz, I feel the same. Noah, you're awesome. No, you are awesome. Truly, you've had so many cool things to say. Callie, Lizzie, Noah, how did you get through tapering off medication with the advice and help of a doctor and slow? I think when I was coming off of benzos last year, when I realized I'd gotten too dependent on them, I like micro tapered that. So be very, very patient. Stick with the physician. Be mindful of what's happening, and that way you can be sure you can know what's going on as opposed to being caught off guard, and be brave. Rob R., what conclusion have you come to with drinking? I've noticed feeling some pain in right side, and the depression gets way worse after heavy drinking binges. Tend to eat crap too. My conclusion when it comes to drinking is that it can only be done appropriately for people with mental health problems if you don't want long-term issues. Like, I don't think there's a middle ground. I know friends that just mentally they're straight, they're just good, and they party a fair bit sometimes and don't party other times. I just think on an individual basis, you just have to be able to look in the mirror. And this is something I struggle with still. It's like, is this good for you? Do you feel good about this? Are you spending time in regret and remorse more so than just being like, oh, that was a fine time to do whatever I wanted to do? I think it's just understanding the impact it's having on you and being able to be honest. And it's so hard to do because I really enjoy drinking, but I really, really beyond drinking want to feel good and feel like I'm living my truth. Yeah, it's just fucking drinking. Sweet but dangerous drinking. Kelly, Lizzie, currently tapering off effects, right? It's okay so far, but I'm very nervous about it. And that's a fair thing to be nervous about. It's a fair thing to be nervous about, but just know that a lot of people have tapered off before you, and you can as well. Ella and Eve Love, talk about Logan Paul. So I made a video about Logan Paul. It has over 21,000 views on my channel. I had a feeling it would stimulate some conversation amongst us, and how about just watch that video? I'll quickly say, because you waited plenty of time to hear me respond to your question, that I'm deeply saddened. I'm deeply saddened by the decision to exploit the corpse that Logan Paul found in the suicide forest in Japan. It hurt to watch him film the body and then uncomfortably make jokes and insensitive comments despite putting it under this veil of suicide awareness and then trying to be conscientious of the severity, but then the rest of his actions didn't denote that. That was really painful to watch, because I was just thinking about what that guy must have been thinking right before he decided to take his life, and then he wound up on YouTube after. That being said, I don't like how the conversation came about, but I like that the world is having a conversation not only about suicide, not only about how how about this? The universal disdain for the way Logan handled it, I think, is really good for setting a precedence for being sensitive and respectful of mental health. So I like that it's sparking a community like that. And then two, people need to be aware that suicide is going on, and it wasn't a cool way for it to come about, but it's not something we talk about enough. I don't know. Feel free to watch my video. It was tough to articulate. Emily Dressel. Hey, Noah, I just want to say thank you for everything you have done for me through your videos and through genuinely you. You're awesome, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Emily. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate your kind words so much, and I really like your avatar. Callie, Lizzie, have you heard of genocide testing for medications? I haven't. I haven't heard of that. No Limit Soldier. Oh, No Limit 5 Soldier. That's cool. Roll Tide, Alabama. Go Bama. Ella and Eve, can you please talk about Logan Paul? So I just did. Night Lurker. Red Hots instead of cutting. I mean, that's just one thing. Also, okay, you guys are talking to each other. Jordan, 7 days sober today. Congrats, Jordan. Getting a week under your belt is nice. It feels really good, and I'm happy for you. Claire, crows are nasty. They attack my window. Night Lurker, also, thank you so much for the laughs. Really needed it. No, don't be sorry you're commenting so much. Joy Wash, Gak, Noah, that was creepy. Haha, going to bed. Good night. Good night, Joy. I hope all the people here struggling gets peace and strength. Peace to y'all. Yeah, Joy's a beautiful soul. Claire, night, Joy. Sam, what's up, Sam? Big no, do you remember the rep ranges when you used to begin your workouts to get your bench so strong? I'm using the 3x8. Any tips? Thank you. Yeah, I'd say make sure you're benching properly. So make sure you're truly benching with good, proper technique. Research that. YouTube it. Bryce Lewis is a great person to ask. I think for purely just for getting strong, throwing in some 5x5s is really important. Stick to a strength program. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And eat big. Oversimplified, but Rob, please get a PS4. It'd probably be fun to play with people. It really would, Rob. I need to raise a little bit of extra money, but I'm going to. I'm really craving a PS4. If I wasn't so afraid of my wife, I would go to the store right now and buy one. Joy Walsh, by the way, it's midnight here in the UK. Go to bed. Stone Hunter, what are you taking to suppress estrogen? Nothing. A healthy diet and a reasonable testosterone dose is doing the job for me. Have you ever done DBT? DBT program. What's DBT? DBT. Oh, I feel like I have, and I can't think of what DBT is. I'm sorry. Joy Walsh. Claire, sorry I couldn't see your name as I typed. Okay. Claire, it's okay. You guys talk to each other. Cal, hello, bro. What's going on, Cal? Ozor. Mayak. Wow. Thank you for the nice words. I will try to read this book tomorrow. Maybe it will help my insomnia of mine. I hope it does. Mayak, love from Russia, by the way. Cool. Mother Russia. Oh, sorry. I did not mean to impersonate a cheesy Russian accent. Emily Dressel. Without trying to get too controversial, how do you feel about people using... Oh, boy. How do you feel about people using the religion card against therapy and psych meds? Unfortunately, I know people who use it and have hurt loved ones. Oh, boy. I literally try with all my might to never ever talk about religion on this channel, because for all the things that divide us, I just think it's so important that we focus on common ground when it comes to mental health. I don't want to draw lines in the sand. I'd say, fuck. How can I answer this without having to, how do I answer this? Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs. I feel sadness sometimes when personal beliefs can lead to other people's suffering, but it's just so complicated and deep-rooted for some people. What comes more to mind that I have like a more concrete opinion on is like when you hear of people like dying in the hospital, or kids dying in the hospital, or you hear people rurally dying and they wouldn't seek medical attention that is available to them. That can make me sad, and I feel, I don't even want to say it's wrong, it just feels sad because it's available to them, but I guess that's the best I can do for right now. I'm sorry for a bullshit answer. Ashley Rhodes, thank you for the advice. I need all the help I can get. We all do. You're welcome. Scott McGrath, when you are homeschooled, your prom is awkward as fuck. I pass out because of my anxiety and miss time off school and other things, yet my doctor still refuses to admit that I need to see a therapist or psychiatrist. That sucks. I'm sorry. Fire your doctor. Go find another one. Scott McGrath, you should get on Scope for more followers. I've heard. Maybe I will. Oh, that's mean. Callie Lizzie, I've been in a DBT group for 10 months and have separation anxiety from childhood disorder. Have you ever had any experience with adult separation anxiety? I don't think so. I'd love to hear more about your experience. Scott wants me to sing less. Hear that, Reed?
Well, you tell Scott and he can at me.
At you?
Like at me. Talk to me.
Wow, I got there really slow.
You did get there really slow.
I was like, at me?
Anywhere.
What are you talking about? Hold on, guys.
Hold your shit.
Doug. And if he doesn't get killed by crystal meth tweakers, then we're shit out of luck. You like that, Scott?
You like when I sing for you, bro? Scott?
You like that, Scotches?
Do you like it? Tell me you like it. Scott.
Every time I do that voice, I just want to scream Jamie.
Jamie!
Put that cookie down!
Now!
Now! I know, I think a lot of people probably forget to say now. Just like I did there.
Like you did, but that's why I'm here. Quality control.
You are quality control, Casta. Alright, y'all. A few more minutes. Let me go wrap this shit up. B. Stokes liked the song. Thanks. Claire, LOL Noah, you do cheer me up after having a bad day. I'm glad. This has cheered me up too. I wasn't having a bad day, but it still cheers me up. Dude, have you found that these sometimes don't like stay in?
You gotta clean your shit out.
Clean your shit out.
No, like a little toothpick. Clean out your hole. I'm serious.
I know you are. I'm just like a child.
Also, it's hard sometimes with cases.
That must be it, because like sometimes I it's not charging when I think it's charging.
Who solves that?
Gods. Oh, there I go bringing God into it.
There you go.
Scott McGrath, how's TRT? TRT is the same. $120 milligrams a week, intramuscular. Testosterone sapient. GA Gaming, just watched that. If you're hopeless, help me out a lot. Thanks. I'm glad I could help you, dude. Get hit. Thank you, mate. You're welcome. Ed Moose Jr. I had anxiety since last year, and I'm starting to startling to handling with some people. Sorry for picking my nose on camera. That has it also, and something that have been helping me is contemplate what's it's around you. I imagine you were typing that hella quick. I think I follow. I appreciate you sharing some feedback on what's worked for you. J-Man, hey, no, what's going on, J-Man?
J-Man.
B-Man. Oh, so J-Man writes me, right? And then B-Man, he's like, we'll write you too. Next. B-Man, Callie, Lizzie, fish oil helps. Yeah, everyone should be on fish oil. Fuck, I need to get some. Nicole Thomas, how did you get rid of negative thoughts? I've been having negative thoughts, which sometimes in the past has contributed to me cutting myself. Getting rid of negative thoughts. I think, like I've said before in this live stream, as opposed to trying to get rid of, I think it's just learning to accept that thoughts like these happen. Don't read into them. Don't try to figure out what they mean. And then just get active. Oh, and right, that's a great one. Write stuff down. Put the thoughts and the repetitive cycles you're having on paper. Get them out. 2 lists?
2 lists.
I'm going to turn it over. So my buddy Reed, very insightful guy. I'm just not thinking clearly, and I wasn't thinking on this. He's brought up a good idea.
This is just what I see a therapist once a week, and I also struggle with very cyclical negative thoughts that are just hard to shake sometimes. And so one of the things that she has me do is she has me once a week sit down and write out, at least once a week, or whenever my anxiety is getting the best of me, she has me write down 2 lists of things that are true, and then things that are not true, but they feel true. So that's where all those lies come in that I constantly have to try and maintain. But it's been really helpful to have the 2 lists to compare side by side right then. So on my things that are true list, I can write down, I am worried about this conversation with my boss. That's a true thing. On the things that are not true, but they feel true, I could write down, this conversation will go badly.